Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
We're playing another game of the Consortium Interregnum.
Oh my god.
You guys remember what happened last time?
Oh,
I
don't
can't wait
remind
to
me.
consort my regnums.
True. Yeah, we killed, well, Blair got buried alive, and then we killed a dinosaur.
Again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again.
This is true.
Oh, and then we got a bunch of crazy, like, loot, too. Which was insane.
We did get good money out of this.
Great money, great weird-ass items, a weapon. Pretty good. Pretty fucking good.
Look, it's just like as soon as we leave, the necromancer who lived here is just like, ah, it's so nice being a necromancer in a cave. I hope no one stole my... No! My life saving!
Honestly, it's fine if Lunu misses every single guiding bolt if he ends up critting his perception roll for more loot. This is a completely fair trade-off in my eyes.
Well, the dice gods were on our side that day. The digital dice gods.
But yeah, yeah. Oh wait, I only have the game over here. I apologize. I need to open Edge. Unfortunately.
Microsoft Edge.
Yes.
Blasphemy.
No, because Google isn't working. Like Google, I can't open a World 20 on Google Chrome because it just literally lags the shit out of it. But if I have it on any other browser, I don't have Firefox. I forgot to re-download Firefox when I got my new computer, so instead I just have Edge.
So the first question that I want to confirm from last time is, after you teleport back the town, before you leave again, do you take a short and/or long rest?
My question is, do we need to? Because if we just leave now, we can just take the long rest right outside the rock formation.
The goal was
You'd have all of the damage from your previous fight.
This is true. How actually banged up were we? I think a short rest. Honestly, I think we could do a short rest.
I think we short rested already last session.
Oh, we did?
So
Okay.
we were going to teleport back, go through to the formation, and then
you guys said that that's what you were going to be doing, but like I said, I don't think everybody actually did it. So I wanted to confirm that's what you guys wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I'll have recovered my spells too, which is convenient, and so we'll be able to handle a random encounter or something.
Yeah, sure. Right now I only used like, how many hit die did I use last time? 3 hit die.
Yeah, so let me recover my stuff.
I'd like to use at least one more.
Use 6.
Oh yeah, I took almost no damage last time, so I'm definitely at full.
I'm just gonna roll my other 2.
No,
those are good rolls.
You know, it was actually kind of bad. I got down to like a quarter HP, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilariously, because I was buried alive, I actually was not targeted by any of the spells. But yeah, we can short rest and then we'll head over there at the using the rest of this day just to head over there, so we'll have like a full 2 days to, if we do need them, to explore the rock formation.
All right. So you've taken your short rest. Is there any other stuff that you wanted to do before you head out?
Are we gonna bring Rio again?
I mean, she's your navigator to get you through the jungle, so
yeah,
you probably have to bring her. There's a couple of other people that you could ask to go along.
I mean, through this jungle, I thought she just like came because she wanted to fight the dude.
The guy.
No, she came for free because of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, she's been really useful in combat recently too. So I don't mind paying a fee if she wants to, if she wants a fee to bring us to the jungle to the rock formation. Why not, right?
Yeah, like me and Luna could probably like handle the navigation, but like I would like her around.
Yeah, she's very helpful. Plus, she's Rio, right? She's one of our first NPCs. We love her.
Yeah.
She's our favorite Balrog.
Yeah, it's kind of gotten to the point and where I'm like, you know, at first I put it as a temporary thing, and then I'm like, nah, that's just what their token looks like. It's not what they look like. That's what their token looks like.
It's allegedly not what they look
It's my
like.
good friend Rio. How the hell you been keeping? No.
I like to think she's just a Balrog masquerading as a woman. Or like, and like the only thing that's the same about her in both forms is her multicolored hair changing.
I mean, I feel like you can still be a Balrog and still be a woman. I feel like that doesn't affect your
Oh,
gender
that's also
identity.
true. I mean, like a regular like humanoid woman instead of like a Balrog. But yeah.
I can't believe this Balrog has LEDs.
Right? Wait, what was Rio's like alleged actual race you said they were?
Tiefling.
Look human.
Oh, they're a
A
human?
human.
Allegedly? Okay, that means they're even more likely to be a Balrog then. There's been so few humans in this campaign. But yeah. I don't think there's anything else we really need to do, right? I think we're pretty good. We didn't use any like potions or anything, so I think we're still hot stocked on what we got. I think we can just head out.
So I looked into it, because I got curious about are there female Balrogs? And it looks like the answer is that when they came to the land, they like chose their form. And so it could be that there are female Balrogs. There's nothing saying that there isn't. But there's also the fact, and this is something that I've known for a while, there's a big debate about how many Balrogs there were. It goes down to there being like, some people be like, there's less than 10 total ever created to there are 2,000. So, it could be, you know, maybe, you know, I feel like if there's only 8, I think all of those were males. But if there's thousands, then, you know, who knows what they say. I'm not a part of the debate. I've only read one of the books.
Like source books or books?
I read the Silmarillion.
Okay.
I haven't read any of the others.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like actual D&D lore.
No, the Balrogs. Although I did see a post on here, and they say they're boys because if they were girls, they would be a Galrog.
Oh, Galrog!
Nice.
Look, it's my head.
That's the number one.
We're gonna be real
I
fucking.
like to think.
Oh, good.
I like to think that they're like Transformers, where like they can just choose.
Yeah, that was my headcanon too.
We're gonna be really fucking embarrassed when they turn out to be a pit fiend.
They're not a Balrog, they're a pit fiend. That would be the greatest plot twist in the entire game.
It's like, fuck. How dare you mislabel me? Our work relationship is over. No, wait, come back.
A pit fiend masquerading as a Balrog masquerading as a human woman.
I mean, she's externally a tiefling. Externally.
Oh, that's right. I did say that she was a tiefling.
Yeah.
Oh,
You've always
she was
said
allegedly a tiefling?
Yeah, she's always been a tiefling.
She's always an alleged tiefling.
Yeah, that's why I chose the Balrog as the temporary token.
Yeah, and then I've never been asked to draw this character.
Maybe I should commission you to draw Balrog Rio. Just to make it.
I mean,
Anyways, yeah, but we could just take Rio with us, our favorite Galrog, and then, yeah, I think we're good. I don't think there's nothing other things we want to do before,
Our
right?
Gal Palrog.
Galrog. Okay, let's head out.
All right. How's it lose?
You know,
Hi.
And we get much higher.
You get much higher. I can't believe the bully from Spider-Man is playing a villain in One Piece.
That's crazy.
I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight me either.
I don't want to fight you, Mom. I don't want to fight you. While we're waiting, here's a fun fact. There's a crack fan theory that Crocodile from One Piece is Luffy's mom, and that they've.
Hold on a second. All right, this is essentially confirmed.
Okay, so you believe in it. All right, cool.
No, I don't think it's the case. But I very much like the idea. And there are a lot of things that really kind of
Point to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I can't wait for the reveal.
Did you have a result for the roll yet? Or no? I didn't know if you said something earlier.
Wait, sorry, what?
Did you say you had a result for the roll yet? Sorry, I didn't hear if you had said so.
I did, yes, yeah. But the result of the roll has required me to now make another roll.
Oh no.
So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna be the jungle witch. We're doomed.
Oh, stole my life savings.
Meanwhile, a necromancer's like, I can finally buy that resurrection spell to save my wife. Huh? Where's my money?
What?
Where's my full collapsible paper boat?
It wasn't like the money was all in like one place. It was like you guys were looting a bunch of dead bodies.
A lot of dead body. We were literally ooh piece of candy every single corpse we found.
All right. Can I get one of you guys to roll me a D100?
Yes.
Roll it, Steven.
Oh no.
You doomed us.
That
This
looks like a
is
pretty
your
low
fault.
It is your fault. We're doomed.
You're
It was one off from my lucky number. If we got 11, we would have been fine.
I was I was watching a video on the side that played the Undertaker dong, and it then look at Steven's roll number and it played that sound.
We're about to be undertaken, boys.
Yeah.
This is very interesting.
Oh no, this is a disaster.
We're gonna get Pearl Harbor by Paul Bearer. Oh no!
I can't wait for the legendary undead jungle Taras to come out and stomp us into the void. Are there Taras variants or no? I feel like there's not.
No.
I think that's a missed opportunity.
I mean, if you really wanted there to be.
If you could homebrew it, I know people have like looked at Taras, thought like, hey, by modern standings, people can really easily beat a Taras. Let's up the ante.
I feel like, you know, that you could pretty much reskin them pretty easily, like change some of their attack like elements and stuff, change their color palette, etc.
Yeah.
Right.
Or give them like terrain bonus and whatever biome they're in or something.
So, you guys land on the opposite side of the river and begin to go into the woods.
Okay.
If I could get you all to roll me I guess a perception check.
All of us? Okay.
Yeah.
And that would count for. Oh, I actually rolled well. After being cursed for the entire previous session. I'll have Basil roll too. Oh, also, Tom, just so you know, I can't actually add the one-time guiding bolt to Basil's sheet myself. You have to do that.
Okay.
I noticed that last session, but I forgot to mention it. But yeah, you did say that he'll eventually be able to fully learn it, but I imagine that's after we go back to Aetherbathy.
So,
I rolled 20.
has everybody rolled
Trying to
perception?
crash.
I will in a flipping moment.
In the minute, bitch.
My Firefox crashed.
Oh.
19.
Wait, did Basil roll like a 20? Yeah, he rolled 22. Oh,
That's what George is hyper aware.
the canonical strongest member of the Friends of Bubbles strikes again.
Quote unquote strongest member. No blaring weaknesses whatsoever.
No, not a single weakness. So it's a -1 intelligence stat.
Actually, I have no minuses, but I barely have any pluses. No, I'm flat 10s in like wisdom intelligence, and a +2 in charisma. But I have a +5 in dexterity and a 10 in fucking strength.
All right. So George, as you guys are walking into the tree line, you just kind of like look up at one of the trees, and then you see kind of out of the corner of your eye, one of the trees is looking back at you. It's got an eye. It looks kind of startled when it notices you noticing it. And no, this is a whole very large tree.
Oh.
And like you're like looking up, and this thing's like feet above you, massive at the top of a tree. One of the branches moves, and it goes over what looks to be like a mouth forms, and it kind of like puts a branch in front of its mouth like it's tripping you, and then it closes its eye. The rest of the party doesn't seem to notice this.
I whisper to Lunu, just like our resident druid, just like, I think we have one of them walking, talking trees nearby. That's not Fern.
Okay.
What do they call again? Trids or Trids? Resners?
Brents.
Brents? You know the word, Lunu.
A treant?
I'm talking to Lunu.
Yeah, but I can. You're talking very loudly.
You need me to cast the spell that lets me speak to plants.
I mean, if you want.
I mean, maybe
What
it
would you
already
say to him?
speaks common.
Or at least tell him that we mean no harm.
Yeah.
Wait.
But I don't know if we'll need to do that yet.
Wait, what tree was it, George?
That guy. How
Alright.
well is this tree hiding now?
Alright, can I just use my telepathic on it then?
So when you point to the tree and you say that guy, you just hear a very, very low, like just drawn out curse. He just and he's like you then you see the tree move, and is like, I open my eye for 1 second, just to see if you guys had already moved on.
I'm sorry.
I
mean, we don't.
And he says all of this in common. He's like, you could have just kept moving.
I mean,
hello, Mister.
I mean, we can we can
Yeah,
just leave. We can go.
We could just leave if you feel awkward about it.
I mean, yeah, we're not trying to cause any like trouble or anything. We're just trying to.
Yeah, he just wants his privacy, bro.
I mean, we're just trying to get to the nearest to that like big mound in the middle of the woods or something. If you know directions, we'll head right there.
He says, I have no idea what you're talking about.
A weird
There are
formation of
mounds
rock.
everywhere.
A weird formation of rock east of here that doesn't really look very natural.
He says, look, alright, I found a spot, now I'm gonna need to move. Alright, I don't know what you're talking about, all of the rocks look natural to me here. But again, I found this spot, I came up the river, and now I need to go find a new place to live. Because now, literally one of the most remote places in the world. It just so happens that you guys walk past me. You realize you're the first sentient creatures to ever walk past me once I set up here?
When did you set up here?
He says, I don't know, man. I've just been hanging out. Decades?
I mean, no need to make a big gas about it, friend.
Well, out of character, that's really useful information for us to know. That means we're likely going the right way. Wait, when you say sentient creatures, are you not counting undead in that?
He says, well, I mean, yeah, like the wild animals and the creatures, you know, they come by.
And those creatures, you're including like undead creatures, like zombified stuff.
He says, yeah, man, there's a lot of weird stuff in this woods. I don't really like check to see if they're breathing as they walk by. As long as they walk by, I don't really care.
I mean, fair enough. Before we go, then.
Were you just?
Oh, what are you gonna say?
Oh, were you just trying to find someplace remote away from people? You just wanted peace and quiet? Is that what it was?
He says, yes. Is that so much to ask for? To never ever see another sentient creature ever again?
No, it's not.
Fine. I mean, like, unless you're not doing anything weird in the woods, I mean, you just sitting there, mind your business.
He kind of like lowers his head down towards you. You basically have like this big tree, like just like directly above you. And he says, "What if I am doing something weird? Huh?
It's not our business.
Maybe I like to be left alone to do weird stuff in the woods."
Yeah, our friend is just terrible with words sometimes. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
We're fine just leaving you to your own devices.
Yeah.
We're sorry for disturbing you.
I'm sorry for if I insult you in any manner.
He says, "Good. I don't do anything weird in the woods. I just want to make sure that's clear."
Mm-hmm.
No, like specifying that
But if I was
weird.
If I was, it's my right.
It's your right, but specifying that you're not doing anything weird makes me think you're doing something weird.
Wait, can I use my telepathic power to probe the surface thoughts to see if he is doing something weird?
Are you gonna cast a spell or just use the base telepathy? Because that wouldn't give you anything.
Oh, base telepathy wouldn't give me anything?
Yeah, no, it's not mind reading. It's more
but
like...
it does let me use detect thoughts with no nothing used once a day, so I might as well just use it now. Why not? For the surface level stuff.
You get from his emotion like some pretty let's see here. Yeah, so the surface thoughts, you get like incredible frustration, and a good amount of anger. But with just the surface level thoughts, you won't really be able to tell if he's lying. It doesn't seem like you're getting like a sneaky vibe out of him, that he's like trying to deceive you. But that's mostly because his main emotion is that he's frustration.
Okay.
Alright,
But you can probe deeper to see if he's doing something weirder. He'd have to make the save.
You have to make a 17 save, right?
I mean,
And he would know that you're trying to get into his head.
Does it always know, or is that if he succeeds the
He would always know, I think.
He does?
Yeah, if you try to probe deeper.
Let's take a look here. If it fails,
Oh, either way,
you
the target
get
knows you're
insight.
probing
If
into
it
his
succeeds,
mind.
either way, the target knows that you're probing into its mind.
Yeah, just do like a straight up insight check, see if he's like doing weird
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll just do an insight check.
All right, roll it.
They want to help.
What's your plus on your insight?
It's just +1, so actually, if anyone else wants to do it.
It's
I got a
you doing the
plus.
mind reading, so I can't justify. I can give you advantage, but that's all I can do.
No, I'm guidancing. I'll guidance Tasura. Yeah, give Tasura advantage.
Okay, well,
And then, oh, sorry, let me just roll the d4. I didn't mean to actually just click the spell. What the, oh, 18!
18.
Um, so it. Yeah, you get the feeling that like it definitely doesn't consider anything that it's doing in the woods being weird. And you also can kind of tell that it also thinks that you guys wouldn't think that it's doing anything weird in the woods.
Oh.
If that makes any sense.
Mhm.
It doesn't
Okay.
mean that he's not doing anything weird in the woods. He just, again, he thinks that everything that he does is completely normal.
what is he doing in the
and-
woods? That's what you need to find out.
Well, he said it's just to
Yeah,
get peace and quiet away from sentient creatures.
yeah.
Yes,
I
it just
think
it
this is
just
just like a
seems
normal
like he
guy.
really doesn't like talking.
I
This
mean,
just
it's
seems like a normal guy to me.
It's like watching. It's like catching your kid reading porn. This how this conversation feels. Let's be real.
A little bit. I think that's it then. I got nothing else to ask him.
I got one more.
Oh no.
By the way, I was gonna ask if he knows Fern, but that would be rude.
That would be racist.
That would be so rude.
Yeah, no, I'll keep it to myself.
The fact that we have continued the conversation with him and not left is a miracle.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's just go.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck was this encounter?
Yeah, we're not even going to talk. We just
I
walk.
can't wait for this tree to try to destroy Bronto Mountain to gain a place without sentient creatures. All because
So
we
as
agree.
you all start to move away,
There's
you
Father
hear the Trent stand up and begin walking in another direction.
I like to imagine this is a hypothetical. I'm not doing this, but the idea of casting speak with plants on him as he's walking through the forest, and then all the plants start talking to him is really funny. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do it, but it would create a hell on earth for him.
All the other.
I feel like as he's running away, or as he's like leaving, right? We should just say like, "Hey, don't go that direction. There's gonna be a lot of people there pretty soon."
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, tell him.
So I'll just like shout that
Yeah,
out.
you tell him that there's going to be that there's already a settlement on the island, because if
Yeah.
he's been here for that long, there wasn't one when he went through. And upon hearing that, he does another very long curse, groans, and then says, "I've got a lot more walking than I originally planned," and starts heading deeper into the jungle.
So we can all agree that Tree's a pervert, right?
Oh, definitely.
There's something wrong
Probably.
about that
But who is
tree.
it?
I don't know what, but
I think it's like a really dark pervert thing, you know. It's gonna be shit that no one should be into.
what, you think he like molests palm trees?
Yeah, probably.
There's gonna be shit with like
Okay.
3 tags on E621.
Oh no! On tree 621!
I'm trying to think of a fantasy live leaks pun, but
No!
I don't think it's worth it. I have to pick
You
up my
gotta
brush
read
and
it
I'll
on
be
your
back.
scribe pad. Why are you watching a live leak on your scribe pad?
It's called fake leaks because it's fantasy. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, we'll just keep heading into the jungle, I guess.
Yep.
All right, raise the lows.
That was...
Hi! What the hell was that encounter? What the fuck?
Look, if that tree comes again and we find out he was arrested for stalking charges,
So the rest of the time, you run into the same kind of stuff that you usually do. Nothing too particularly hostile. Like, obviously there's birds and some small dinosaurs running around, but nothing particularly interesting.
like the little compies, like those little compies or whatnot.
Yeah, among other things. And so you arrive at the place that the familiar scouted. You see the rocks that look like they were moved by intelligent hands. And behind them you see a cave. This cave is actually into the wall of the
Of the
of
wall?
the canyon, of the whole place itself. So to put you on the map here,
Oh, hi, Viscosity.
let me remove these guys. We don't need to see
no,
them
what-
anymore.
Wait, no, what are you doing?
Viscosity was defeated.
So you
now and forever.
are all like by this mountain range over here.
Okay.
Oh.
Which then goes up into the wall of the they're mountains from where you guys are, but they form into the wall that eventually goes up and is a part of the subterranean cavern wall.
Okay.
And there's a cave that goes into this area.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
Alright, it looks like we got some stuff to explore, boys. How are we gonna get in? Oh, wait,
Like
Lou,
we let
didn't
the
you want to
familiar
check
check it out
familiar?
first, and then see if there's anything in there, and
Yeah, familiar would be perfect here.
we like if there looks like there's gonna be something, then we should rest outside of the mouth of the cave, just to get everything back, and then we can teleport back to Luna's waypoint.
Well, no, we should set in a familiar, see what scout it, and then we can see if we need to rest, and then go back and go into the cave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What familiar do you use?
I think Connor stepped away.
No.
Connar!
It's a grocery
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Yeah, sorry,
Connar?
folks. We'll wait till Lunu.
Can I look in the meantime? Can I look to see if there's a way, like a button or something, to possibly move these rocks out of the way, or some mechanism or something?
Oh, no. So, like, the rocks are, like, you can tell that it's a cave. The rocks are more to obscure the cave from, like view it. It almost looks as if they were actually they've been moved out of the way, to create a way to get in. Sorry, I should
we
have
can just
clarified
walk
that.
in.
Yeah, yeah. They've been stacked up, and in fact, actually, um. What tool proficiencies do you have?
For me, I have
Yeah.
nothing apparently, which is no, I have something.
I mean, it very easily could be. Roll me just a flat intelligence check then.
Oh no, I cast
Yep.
guidance on myself. Wow. Okay, D4.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like the rocks at one point may have been set up to almost be like mini fortifications. It's hard to tell because it looks like in many cases they've like fallen over, and the moisture and the near constant rain have kind of worn them down and moved some of them.
Oh.
But it looks like at one point they may have been set up, for people who are maybe guarding the cave to sit at.
Okay. Does Basil have some bullshit to check the cave? Let me see. Per snaps? Let me see what we've got.
Yep. Basil does. It's called walking in.
Oh,
For the
why
best.
suppose. That is true. Wait, he can just invisible himself. I forgot about this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. He can also cast invisible on the familiar.
Oh wait, that's significantly better. I forgot he can cast this on other people.
Yeah, do that.
If only we had the familiar.
Let me check out it. I'll be right back.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, use your
I've
familiar.
been here. Yeah, I'll cast Find Familiar as a ritual.
And then Basil will cast invisibility on.
Yeah. What familiar are you creating?
What's good for a cave?
Maybe a bat
A bat, 100% a bat.
or a frog.
Okay, I think the bat's better.
Glowing worm.
An invisible bat that can fly and echolocate is absolutely the play compared to a worm.
Is it though? I feel like the worm might be better.
What if there's
Well,
water?
If it's glowing, it will be glowing while
Make the
invisible.
bat invisible, because if it can echolocate, that means it's going to be making a lot of noise, so people will know that it's there.
Oh, whatever. It's fine.
I'll go owl because they fly silently and they can see in the dark.
Okay.
Yep.
And then we'll make him. I'll cast guidance on the owl too, in case it needs to dodge something.
All right. So, what specifically do you tell the owl to do?
Scout
ahead.
Scout ahead.
Well, yeah, but like, what if there's a turn? Like, what if there's a fork?
If there's a fork, left. If there are...
You can tell it to go left until it can't anymore. Turn back. Basically, how much do you let it go before you tell it to turn around?
Like until our the telepathy between me and it, like me being able to see through its eyes, or what's the, I'm trying to remember what the thing.
Yeah, the Find Familiar, that range is... So you can communicate with it within 100 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna say... I know I can see through its eyes and hear what it can hear.
Yes.
What's
So
the max range that it
It's
can
very
fit for
large.
me?
It's very large.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say
it may hold on a second.
so we've
Hold
been
on.
running it like I can sense through it.
Yeah. We'll just let it. So I'll let you know right now. The initial part of the cave is longer than 100 feet. Um, so once you get to the end of that, I'll say that you can continue to uh, see through its eyes and ears, but you won't be able to communicate with it anymore. What's the owl's dark vision?
Let me double check. Of course. Owl. $120.
All right, yeah. So when you get to the end of the 100 feet, about 50 feet further down, it starts to curve upwards, the cave,
Yeah.
pretty sharply, to the point that once you reach about 60 feet, you can't see any further because the cave's like you're seeing the ceiling, like it goes up.
Yeah. Um. I'm trying to think of what. I mean, I would tell it to go left until it. I'm gonna say we go as deep as we can, and if there's a dead end, retrace your steps and go the other way from the last fork.
All right, so it
That's my directions.
okay.
And then
So
continue
it
right until
continues
dead
on.
end. Yeah, it's that
Mhm.
until repeat the process with alternate directions until we have thoroughly explored.
You'd also mention if you see something scary, turn around and leave.
Yeah, that as well.
Oh, yeah. So it flies silently and invisibly through the caves. Um, just roll me a real quick perception check.
Okay, give me one moment. I forgot that I put Night Stalker on my character sheet.
Well, that's your name.
Yeah. Um, and I very recently looked at what crimes the Night Stalker was guilty in a little bit of the true crime documentary of that. And gotta say, not a nice guy, you know?
Bit of a jerk.
A bit of a jerk, if you ask me.
Bit of a meanie.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of a meanie patini.
So as you're looking around, your owl doesn't really notice this, but you do, looking through its eyes. You can see what looks to be like apps set up.
What?
But part of the reason why they're like, even if the owl flying by so quickly, you can kind of see them, is because they don't look like they've been maintained.
Sorry,
And
you
they don't
cut
look
out.
like they work anymore.
You cut out. You said he saw what?
Traps.
Traps. Okay.
But they look like that they haven't been maintained, and so part of them, like, they're easy to spot because they're broken.
Okay.
Like anything that was like tied up with rope, the rope has long since disintegrated. So there are parts where like you see like one of those things, and where like a log would swing down and try and hit somebody. It's like there's just like a rotted log. Um, and it's like almost soil at this point. So it's been a very long time. You see there's like a pitfall in one area, but the coverings of the pitfall have long since fallen into the pit, and you see like a crossbow trap, but the and you see like where there was like spokes put in order to put like a string in order to trigger it, but there's no string there anymore. As the owl flies up, it starts to plateau, it stops rising, and it continues on for a very short period of time before it comes to.
Hello? Tom? Anybody? Discord's not being very responsive. Uh-oh. Let me close the Discord and then reopen it. Oh boy. Oh.
Want to do that, Connor?
You cut out for like a minute.
So the owl lands on like the little door handle, and
okay, I'm sorry. Discord just like restarted on me. I missed like the last 2 minutes of whatever the fuck you were trying to tell me.
What?
Oh, there's a big door.
We floated to a door.
Huge big door.
There's like a couple of like holes that the owl can see through, but they're not really big enough for it to fit through.
And what does it see inside?
So the owl like lands on the door handle, and it peers inside, and it sees what looks to be a small room with a bunch of old metal like bunk beds. There's like it's kind of, you can't really see the whole room. You also see like a table in the middle, and that has like just like a bunch of stuff strewn around. Again, it's kind of hard to see because you're just looking through like little holes. But it looks like it looks like a living quarters, based off of the little information that you can get.
Okay.
So since your owl can't go any further, it flies back to you.
Alright. So there's a bunch of
And you can tell it
traps.
to go, like, back and try and do stuff with the door if you wanted to. It looked like the door was probably too heavy for the owl to do it unaided.
Hey.
Were there any other paths that could go down besides that one?
No, everything was very direct. And parts of it looked like, especially like around where the traps were, it looked carved. Like this is not a natural tunnel.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna make the owl open the door. It's got a -4 to strength. But we got guidance.
Can we not just go in ourselves and open the door?
No, guys, it'll be really funny if it opens the door.
There's no way.
Nat 20. Let's go. Give me that strength check, Tom. I'm ready.
Alright, so you send the owl back
I'll
out.
also bolster this owl. Just give it some bonuses.
I don't think you can. Is there a range to that?
No, I can just like do it. If it's like came back.
Yeah. All right.
So he can give it. The bolster is something that's kind of like bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
yeah. So
bump,
it's been bolstered, and then on the neck. Okay. So yeah, so
Okay.
it flies. It flies back.
Yeah. I think I can do this. I think I can get this
I
owl to
just-
open a door.
So it flies back, and let me see.
It is a tiny creature.
What is happening in the background?
Say, and then carry away. Let's see how much an owl can maximum carry here. And you said it's a tiny creature?
Yes. Look, I expect
Yeah.
expect nothing to happen unless I roll above like a 25
Yeah.
or some shit.
So what do you say the owl's strength was? Not the modifier, the actual strength score.
3.
Jesus Christ.
Let's do it.
Roll your roll, my guy.
All right, so that means that an owl can, under normal circumstances, move 22 pounds. 22 and a half pounds.
I rolled a 5 and it got to a 1. So he tries
You
to
need
do it.
more.
Now it's a 4.
Alright, bolster it. Hit him with the bolster.
Do I waste
Water
my
with all
wheel?
That's a
Five.
solid 5. Look at that.
So I
It's
would
like
say
I
in
had
this
no
case,
negative modifier.
getting a 5. So the carrying capacity is not the
It's the push and pull.
what? Yeah. So what's
It's that attribute that
so
no
the
one
push
actually
and
can-
pull of it would be able to do 45 pounds.
Oh, wow.
The average wooden door is between 50 and 90. I'll say it gets it open a little bit, just a crack. It doesn't really get it to be able to see anymore, but if the door was trapped, it's enough that it would have triggered it and nothing happens.
Okay.
Sick. Alright, for sure. I imagine it comes back and we're just like, okay, cool. We'll just go in now. Are we gonna rest beforehand?
The hole is now big enough that if you were to dismiss this familiar and then send in something even smaller like a rat, it'd be able to probably get into the room.
Yeah,
if you really wanted to be cautious about it.
I was gonna keep the owl up until, just to point out all these destroyed fucking traps. So none of, a rotted log isn't gonna hurt us as much as, a regular log trap. But, knowing where they are is probably essential.
Yeah, so are you saying we should just go in now, Connor?
Yeah, we can go in now. But I'm keeping
Sounds
the
good.
owl, flying, at least 30 feet ahead of us. To,
Yeah.
point out.
Search for things, and you will also keep your eyes peeled to see if there's anything that you guys have missed. But if there was anything that you missed, you didn't trigger it, and you're able to get to the door that's slightly open. What would you like to do?
I dismiss the owl, and we'll wait 10 minutes for me to summon. What's a good animal to throw in here? A rat, or should I go a bat?
And go to the. I mean, we just walk in.
I mean, we don't know what's behind the door, and we don't know if the door is actually trapped.
It said that, or Tom said that if the door was trapped, it would
It
have
was
been
already
triggered.
triggered. Yeah.
You moved
So it's
in
not. It is not trapped. So we can literally just.
I know, but we don't know what's inside either, which is why I'm suggesting to
also true.
summon the bat.
Okay.
I mean, sure.
Or a rat. I think a rat will be fine. I summon.
I think you summon the rat bastard.
Yep. When we get around to the door, I dismiss the owl. I say goodbye, Hootie and the blowfish. Now for rat. The rat.
I guidance the rat. All right, now go in, do your thing.
All right. So the rat comes in. What do you just tell the rat to like look around the room and come back? Well, actually, it's not going to be able to leave. You'll be able to continue to communicate with it since you guys walked all the way in.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rat goes in, and it looks like there's about 12 beds, so about 6 of the bunk beds. There's a back room that looks like it's got like storage. The rat's able to come in and it can smell all of the food has long since been rotted away.
Delicious for my rat belly.
Yeah. Well, it's like to the point like it's like other rats have already been here and removed anything worth taking.
There's a skeleton of a rat
see,
in the middle of eating.
You actually see another room that is filled with weapons. They're all very old and rusted. They have not been maintained. But you see a half dozen swords, a couple of shields, a bunch of arrows, a longbow again, all rotted by moisture and exposure. But it looks like whatever was in here was well maintained at one point because there is a bench, like a tool that has like a bunch of old tools on it. It looks like there was a lot of maintenance going on here. You see another area that looked to be medical in nature. You see a lot of vials and stuff. It's kind of hard to tell, but there might be some that actually are still good, depending on how long they've been there. You'd probably need to examine them in order to see if any of the potions in there are still good. And then, but as the rat loops around and is now looking back at the door, it sees that next to the door, there's like a little table. Where you throw your keys or you put up your shoes and your jacket as you come in. And sitting on it, there is a skull, as if someone had walked in and just threw it haphazardly there. And then the skull looks to be humanoid, but it does actually have a tarnished crown sitting atop its head. And this is all like very close to where you guys are because you're right on the other side of the door. This is like within 5 feet of you.
I describe what's going on.
You said the skull had what? I said tarnished brown. What?
A tarnished crown, like a crown that has not been maintained, and so it's tarnished.
Sorry, this seems like a magic trap, if I've ever seen one.
Can I do a magic awareness just to see if there's magic in the room? I'll go in the room.
I was going to use the rat to. Oh wait, I guess I could cast.
Like Like,
Since
Basil
there's
also
holes in
has
the door, you can use your magic awareness through the door. It'll let you see into the room without any issue.
Basil also has detect magic, so you can just literally use that.
Yeah.
Neither of you sense any magic coming from the skull. But you do sense in the back, in one of the rooms, there's a chest that the rat had seen that appears to be emanating a little bit of magic.
Well, time to go investigate.
Okay.
Blair,
Alright.
Blair opens the door and starts walking into the room.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have just gone in.
Rocks
so-
you all die.
Hey, I never said I walked in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I never said the rocks fell just in the room.
An entire cavern.
No, you guys walk in without any issue. It smells kind of musty. The once you get in, you also can kind of tell like the where that skull was placed. It doesn't look like it was cleaned, and the wood of the little table that it's on has been stained with blood, and so it looks like when this head was put here, it was a full head, and it was just left to rot away.
Okay.
King was assassinated in the king.
And then do you go directly to the chest that was emanating a little bit of magic?
First off, I would like to just like get some cloth and wrap the crown in it, just to like put that in my bag, because like I don't want to touch it with my bare hands, even if it's like not magical.
awesome.
That's like a bad omen, but I'm still gonna take it.
All right, so you take the crown. And what do the rest of you do?
Blair's gonna go up to the chest. Does detect magic let's Oh, I see. It just shows the I wonder, is there some other thing we can do to figure this out? Let me check my M sheet really quick.
I mean, it'll let you know the School of Magic at least. Do you want to know that?
Sorry, what?
It'll let you see the School of Magic.
Yeah, what school of magic is it?
Evocation.
What does that usually mean for evocation? I forget what the main
It's
gimmick of
the-
evocation is.
It ranges everything from fireball to cure wounds.
Oh, so it's probably some booby trap that will blast us. For me, will cure wounds. In that case, let's do this then.
There are a lot of non-trap things that will
Wait.
give off evocation, but
Can
it's
I try
also, if there was going to be a trap that was going to explode and it was magical based, it would be evocation.
Hey, there's plenty of damaging spells that are conjuration.
Does any of us have dispel magic normally?
I do, and I have the rod,
Oh.
and I gave you the rod. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, but I definitely do not want to use my one-use uncounterable dispel magic on this thing. So you might as well use your rechargeable spell slot for it.
All right.
Connar?
Yep, I'm here.
All
Let
right.
me just look at how dispel magic works, or if I have it.
Chat for us.
Do I even have it?
Okay, so like, can we
It's-
tell
it's
if
third
it's
level.
on
It's
the
third
chest
level.
itself or something inside of
Yeah.
the chest?
It's coming from inside the chest. It is not the chest itself that's emanating it.
So then, I would like to, or George, could you help me out, or I could help you out with like some sleight of hand or something?
Yeah, no, I could sleight of hand this and give me and the master of them back and give me that. I'm gonna roll sleight of hand.
Before you
Wait,
do, where's
wait,
everybody
let me-
standing?
I don't want to go
Blair's
into
gonna
the
hide
room is the
behind
thing.
Yeah,
Where's
yeah,
that?
you haven't gone into the room yet.
And dispel magic has the range of 120 feet. So
Oh, yeah, just use
can
it.
I see the chest that Blair is telling me about. Oh wait, I could send the rat
With the
in.
fact that your familiar can see it for you, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would rather not dispel a magic item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so
You just
put the dispel magic into the chat so I can take a look at it.
Give me a second.
Because I think it doesn't work on everything.
I'll just put my 1 in there, ignore the first sentence, but like, yeah, this is dispel magic. You can just choose one object, so just choose the chest, like, done. It won't dispel the magical item inside, it'll just choose.
Yeah, but it said that it's the item in the chest rather than it being the chest.
Oh,
yeah, I would say in order, unfortunately, in order for this to work, the chest would have to be open for you to be able to see what was inside.
Okay, so if it's not on the chest.
So, like, I would like if George could open it.
If you really
like, maybe we
didn't want
stand
to
by the
open the
side.
chest, you could cut a hole in the side of the chest and let the rat go in so you'd be able to see it, and then it would work.
Or you can open the box. Blair
Or
is
you can
like,
open the box.
Blair is very close to just walking up to the box at this point. Because if it's the thing in the box, then it's not the box that's booby trapped. You know what? That's something.
Well, it could be that when you open it, it flips a trigger, which activates a rune that is inside the chest that explodes.
Oh, somebody will die, and the item gets blown up.
There could not be any item in there.
Okay, so let's so
Wait, I have
George,
mage hand. What am I doing?
let's
I can literally open the
you
chest
do
with
have
mage
mage
hand.
hand.
Assuming it's not locked.
Okay, so like let's get out of the room and then like
it.
mage hand the chest open. If it's locked, then like George can unlock it and then we can go back and open it.
Exactly. So I'm gonna use my mage hand, but I'm gonna be standing outside the door for this.
Does sleight of hand also let you check for traps though? Because like we could just like check for a trap or a trigger that's inside of the lock where you're locked.
I would have to. Someone would have to investigate, and then I do my magic for.
It's okay. I'm investigating first. I'm just gonna try opening a chest, see if it's even locked. It's probably not.
Okay.
So my mage
So
hand.
you all leave the room, and you use mage hand.
Yeah, try opening
Can I get highs or lows?
it. Oh god,
Nice.
guys.
The chest is not locked, and it opens.
All right, and then I want my mage hand to grab what's inside and bring it back here.
It comes up with a it's like a small glass box, and it's filled with a silvery liquid. It almost looks like mercury.
I grab it. Can someone identify this thing?
Give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to do to continue to explore while he's doing that for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just like look around, see if like there's any evidence of like a struggle inside of here specifically.
You know
I
what
know
else
like
you
it
should
was
do?
Yeah, roll me a survival check.
F.
Pain.
Is anyone be able to help me out?
I will help.
Oh no, I don't have the skill for that.
Oh, wait, I don't have survival.
Oh,
I have another thing you can do if you want, Tasura.
what?
What you could do is use perception to see if there's any weapons in the weapon storage place that maybe aren't completely fucked. And
Yeah, I can
Basil
also
can
do that.
do with that.
We have
I mean, the funny thing is, like, your minimum survival is actually still kind of high. You don't see any obvious signs of a struggle. It has been a very long time, so that's not, but it doesn't, there's no, like, obvious, like, splash marks or anything that's been destroyed in a way that doesn't look like it's been weathered.
Okay. Then I'll do that second thing just to like look through the weapon stash, see if there's anything that's still somewhat passable.
And Basil
Even
will
just
assist.
for the metal.
Basil will assist too to give you advantage because he has proficiency. Yeah. And he's a dragon. He looks through blue all the time.
Yep.
And I'll guidance you too. Whoa,
I'm
dude!
like
Come on.
failing today.
D4. Well, wait, that's 15.
Yeah, 15.
So you don't really see anything that seems to be of particular salvageable use. You do see what appears to be certain types of weapons were put away at different times. Like some of them seem to be older than others. But again, they've all been here for a long time. So it's not really anything even worth salvaging.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing we should probably try to look for is any other like hidden passages or something.
Any other what?
Hidden passages. Yeah. And I'll cast guidance. What would we roll for that?
You could do another perception check to search the room for hidden passages.
If
And
Basil's helping
Basil,
me.
I was gonna say Basil was assisting too,
Yep.
because he also has.
With a nat 20, you are fairly certain this is the end of the line. There's not a secret passageway or anything. But with the nat 22 perception, you're able to tell that the chest that you pulled the little box out of, it looks like at the bottom of it there's a piece of paper that has not, it looks old and weathered, but since it was inside of the chest, the paper is still intact.
Mm-hmm. Can Blair, can you mage hand this just to like get a gentle touch on it?
Sure. Maybe mage hand to like with like the thumb and the index finger, just like lightly pick it out of the box and pull it out. And I bring it, I put it in Cinna's hands.
Let's see if this is one of the languages I know how to read.
Well, the good news is it's in common.
Okay.
Convenient.
At the top, it says, two bubbles.
What?
Oh. Okay.
Underneath it, it says, if you're reading this, then I am probably dead. I hope you were more successful than I was. I bought this for you as to celebrate our victory. I hope to give it to you in person, but if not, I hope you will find it.
Huh.
And it is not signed.
Any of you Outcast song gamers out there have any idea who the fuck sent it?
Honestly, this might be before Outcast Song, because we never... Before Consortium, they never went to Averthathi.
It's not possible
Can
for
I take a snapshot of it and say like, hey Bubble, someone sent you a post-mortem love letter?
Yeah, I take a picture.
Like, do you recognize his handwriting?
Take a picture.
But also,
send
wait,
it
if we
to
send this
them.
to...
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take the picture. I'll send the message. I'll be like, someone sent you a postmortem love letter. Do you know who wrote this?
Heiselas.
Highs.
You send it, and it doesn't look like Bubbles has opened the message yet. It looks like she hasn't opened it right away, so she just hasn't seen it.
Okay, we'll figure it out later.
So, did Lunu finish identifying this box?
Yeah. That's
yes.
the big question.
So the box it does contain mercury. And it looks like it has some kind of spell on it that generates large amounts of cold. It cools it, and so this mercury can be hardened into a metallic state.
Huh?
But in terms of what it seems like it's incomplete. That it's probably used to make something, but its primary function is to turn itself into very, very cold. And currently it's in a liquid form, so it is in it takes up the box entirely as a liquid, but you know that you can turn it into a solid.
Interesting. I'll definitely have to ask Tito about this, see if he can figure out what the fuck this could be a component of.
Right.
I'll add that to my sheet.
This feels like a chemistry thing.
He might dabble in chemistry.
Like, this isn't
Weird
even a
mercury
like, this is magic, obviously, but like magic to make a real world thing happen. Now, my common knowledge about mercury tells me jack shit on what would the reaction would be if you were to hyper freeze mercury. And it's liquid inside the butt. You think Bubbles is trying to do what?
I'm trying to make meth.
Meh.
That's probably what mercury's for. You could probably make meth with it somehow.
I don't.
That's what chemistry is, right? That's what you do for chemistry. That's the only thing you can do with chemistry.
Look.
Is make meth.
Yeah.
Earth, wind, fire, dirt, fucking magnets. How do they work?
Walter, it's not your fault.
Well.
Yeah.
Is the crown? Does the crown have any interesting stuff on it? Can we identify that too?
There was no magic on it, but like, if we want to do like, I wasn't gonna do it because like I know I don't know shit, but like I was gonna see if like we could give it to like Charlemagne or something. Be like, does this have any historical significance or anything like that?
Oh, true. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, sure. No, that's a good idea. And there's nothing else that we see in the room that's interesting at all?
You can do one more general perception to take a look around to see if there's anything that you missed.
Alright, I'll do it. Or wait, no, or someone else. Someone else do it. There's someone else with a higher score than me.
Lunu, I'll help you out.
Perception. Yep, I'm on it. Give me a moment.
On it.
If my mouse would work. I've also been trying to clear out
Too.
files because I'm noticed that I only had a few gigs left on my laptop here, and I had to mass delete some stuff.
Oh, that's fine. At least
That's some
you caught
petabytes
him
on that
first,
hard
right?
drive.
Yeah, I'm backing everything up. Well, like I finally removed. Here's a time for you. I finally got all of Mount Drax saved to a Google Drive, just in case.
Sick.
But it was still on my laptop, taking up about 30 gigs. Yep, that's 23.
So there was one area that I mentioned that you guys did not really look, and that is the place with like the medical equipment and the potions. So you take a look through those. You see some health potions that are so far past their expiration date, like decades.
Define why is what you're saying.
That are no longer good. But you do see one vial that is notoriously unmarked. It's still sealed. And it has a skull and crossbones on the bottle.
Who wants to drink it?
Blair wants
here's the
to.
thing. We can drink it, or we can make someone else we really don't like drink it.
What if
Why'd
it
you do
makes
that?
them
Then you won't get
into
to taste
like
it.
it's the demi-lich potion? This turns them into a lich, or some shit.
No way, Blair says, pocketing it immediately. Going to check if it's a demi-lich potion later.
Insert some Chopper reference here or something. I don't know.
Put Brooke. Gosh. Is there any way to identify the contents of the potion without blowing our brains out drinking it?
I do a survival check and have a little taste on my finger.
You could smell it.
I can waft it. I can do a little.
So right now it's currently sealed. So you could open it, but again, it's like completely sealed.
Let me not open it. I mean, you could just use survival so you can identify it through the bottle. Or...
Could someone cast...
there's a couple of different things that would work. If any of you guys are trained with like a healer's kit or a poisoner's kit or something that has to do with potion, you could roll one of those. You could also just roll like a base arcana to see if it's magic based, nature to see if it's something like made from natural. One of those types of checks would be able to do it. They'd probably give you different information depending on what it is.
So we could do arcana with Basil if he's proficient in it. I'll guidance him. So let's see that at least. And the guy who's rolling 27.
Basil's fairly certain that this is biological in nature, rather than being created by magic. So there's no actual magic on it, which leads it to be that it is probably something made from like a creature or something. He's fairly certain that it's not like normal. Like it definitely, like, it's not giving off any like magical aura or anything like that, so it's not magical. But it's not mundane in terms of what we would think as being mundane. Like it's not like apple juice or something. Like it's definitely something weird. It was not created by a normal creature.
Right.
Does anyone
so I
have
nature
an actual
and
nature
survival
roll?
proficiency? Right.
So you do?
Yeah, I don't have medicine, but I feel like I should be able to at least like say like, oh, this is like.
Oh, I have medicine.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do it. I'll guidance you.
You'll see medicine.
Yeah, okay, let's roll it.
I had no idea you had medicine. That's such a weird one to have.
Yeah, no, it was when we were young in this party. Anyway, I should have put it towards stealth, but you know what? Good thing I had it. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna use knowledge of the past.
Hooray! Thank God. That was really bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Austin, would you like to wheel or woe?
Oh, please.
That's 15. If it would help, sure.
All right, that's add a d6 to that.
Rolling another d6 to that. 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20 though.
You're fairly certain this is some kind of poison. Now you've been able to go through and rule out all of like the common medical solves and that kind of stuff. So, but you'd have to a medicine check wouldn't let you know what kind of poison. But you're fairly certain that it is definitely a poison, and in fact, actually, with the medical check, you know that it is not like an ingested poison. It's like something that you would coat a weapon with and stab somebody.
Yeah.
It's an injury poison.
Interesting.
Injury poison.
Can we nature check it then? For the last
So I
possible
shouldn't
person?
taste it with my nature
no,
check.
Do not taste it.
You
Well,
can
no,
do a
tasting
nature
it is probably far less dangerous than putting it on a little dagger and chipping yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely probably would upset your stomach. With a unnatural 20, you could tell. Yes, it probably wouldn't kill you, but it would give you an upset stomach to drink it.
Wait, George doesn't really have a stomach.
I get advantage against being poisoned and resistance towards poison. I forgot I also have.
You guys want to take a little
you
bit
also
out
have the
and
paladin
stab
aura
George
that like
with it?
stops us from getting diseased.
I mean,
Don't you?
I read the one like I have all these advantages, but I'm also like I don't want to be stabbed.
You could have someone do the normal check first.
yeah, the normal nature check.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like a
so
nature check.
I would like to do a nature check. Or
Right,
a
I'll
survival
guide
check,
you
whichever
once
one
more.
allows.
Does Lunu have advantage on that to help with it?
No, I don't. I didn't take nature.
14!
14. I'll bolster myself.
Well now, 15!
15.
With a 15, at first you're thinking that this is wyvern poison. It's very powerful. It's something that is not common enough that you wouldn't have seen it, but in the wild, you know about wyvern poison. It looks different. It looks wrong. So at first you're like, yeah, this is probably it. And then you look at it again and like it looks like it's been modified.
There's some extra stuff in it.
Does Rio have nature proficiency to help us?
Rio's survival based, but I can double check to see if maybe they have anything. Give me a moment to bring up their sheet.
We'll have to bring it to a guy. Granted, part of me is also like, what if they compensated? Because we could use that for, how would it, taking care of the Inquisitor if it comes to blows.
Definitely could.
That's the wrong one. There we go.
If anyone has any objections into using poison,
touch me, baby.
No. Who has...
Let them know.
It does not appear as if they have it. They do have like a plus 4 from their natural stuff, but they don't have a they're not trained in it.
Oh, okay. Do you want to just have them do a roll then, see if they can identify it?
Well,
So we're not
Oh.
doing the put a little bit on and stuff, George?
I don't think we need to.
I don't really want to.
All right, so you don't open it. Who's gonna hold on to it?
I'll hold on to it since I need to put it in my inventory. It's like
I mean, do you coat your weapons in poison?
I could, I don't know, or I could just poison someone. What does wyvern poison usually do? Anyone?
A lot.
No.
A lot.
You put it on a weapon and it does a lot of poison damage.
Oh, just a fuck ton of poison damage.
Yeah.
It's a DC 15 con saving throw, taking 7d6 poison damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
so it probably wouldn't kill any of us, but it fucking hurt.
But this is weird wyvern poison.
That's assuming that it's normal wyvern poison. You don't know what this one does.
In my inventory, I have it listed as fucked up wyvern poison.
Alright. I was gonna say George could have used it just to stab him since he's the stabby guy, but I understand.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
George does seem more thematic. It has the skull and crossbones on it. That's like a bit of a microaggression, but yeah.
A bit of a
Very much a microaggression, but I'll let it slide.
If you wanna use your thief contacts to figure out what the fuck this poison is, then have at it.
You know, I don't have much, but I think I can find a guy.
All right, so add the fucked
Or
up
it's-
wyvern poison to your inventory.
Or a Tito.
Tito might know what the weird cooling mercury box is, but
I feel
yeah, is
like
that it?
Bubbles might also know too, since it was addressed to her in the first place.
it's
Yeah.
possible. But yeah, I guess that's it then, right? You said there's nothing else in the room?
Yeah. I'm also remembering you guys gave me that rapier last time. The fucking.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
the
The
name.
last retort or something.
The last.
Do not forget to equip that, my guy. That needs to be an
I
upgrade.
need Tom to send me the stats for that again.
I remember it had some absolutely broken ability, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I can bring it up again.
If you made it into a thing, into a note, or.
So I guess while you're looking that up, we can just walk back, right? Because you said there's nothing else in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's it.
All right, everyone. So this isn't a temple, but it's a fortress, seemingly.
It's more like a secret little hideout for a guy who's not with us anymore.
It seems like multiple guys.
Like I said, there are 12 beds. It seems like it's very 12 people to be here though, but there are 12 beds.
Is there anything? I guess before we go, is there anything under any of the mattresses?
The mattresses were all looks like they were just made with like straw and that kind of stuff. They weren't actual real mattresses.
Yeah,
And
no,
it's all rotted away. It's just the metal frame.
Oh, okay, so there's nothing. Okay. Well, that's all I have left.
Yeah, so I think we're good to go.
Yeah, let's use your teleport, Lunu. Unless you guys
Can't
want
do
to.
that.
I mean,
We didn't.
unless you guys
long
want to
rest.
like look around the jungle for a little bit. Otherwise, yeah. We
So
can
you
put that.
guys took the skull. Did you and the vial of the poison, the vial of the mercury. Are you taking the letter or the skull, or are you leaving those behind?
I'll take
I'll take
them
the
all.
letter.
I'll take the skull for no reason. I'll give it to Basil.
Just to play with.
Yeah, just hold on to while we're going back. King's skull. King's skull? Question mark?
Basil looks at it and says, "Am I supposed to eat this?"
No. No, do not eat this.
And he says, "It doesn't look very appetizing."
That's because
He
it's
says,
not.
Because I would have preferred if there was a little bit of flesh left on it.
So we'll get actual food later. Just hold on to it for us for a little bit, and then we'll figure out whose stone this is.
All right. So you guys make your way back to the town. I think this time you have to walk back because you haven't taken the long rest to refresh that spell slot, right?
If I teleport, no, I haven't used the spell slot.
Oh,
But
so you
you
guys
did
walked
get
back
back.
the first time?
Oh yeah, that's right. We would have the long rest. Never mind. I forgot.
Okay. I mean, it was a half day out here. It's a half day back. And so it's only been about 1.5 days. You arrive back in the town. And before like right as you arrive, our the Aarakocra comes up to you and says, "Hey, has there been any progress on getting me home?"
Yeah. So like, you're gonna come with us. I have a plan for that. Like, back, where we are, I have like a little like grove that I use to like kind of like go back and forth. I'm not sure if it's necessarily gonna take you, but like we can find another spot.
Yeah, no, I mean, where exactly did you say you're from again?
She says, she gives the same explanation as you guys got last time. Last time you were able to figure out that it's like some deep in the dream world, in the Fey realm, is where they're from. Almost to the point that it's basically like a little pocket dimension on the other side.
Okay.
So
America.
Liberty,
highs or lows?
highest.
Ooh. So while you're having this conversation, the is it the Kieran, one of the people who are in charge, walks by and says, "Oh, you're trying to go into the dream world? I can send you
Oh
there."
yeah.
No.
Oh nice.
Nice.
Watch me.
Because yeah, it's on my stat block.
Mm.
Oh.
Wah.
Oh, well, excuse it. I can't believe I didn't know it.
You and your.
He says, he kind of leans in. He's like, kind of keep it on the down low, though. Like, technically, I'm not actually stranded here. I can leave, but I want to make sure everybody, I don't want to abandon everybody. But, so solidarity, he says, to be like, oh yeah, we're all stuck here. But yeah, no, I can leave.
Oh, sorry, I'm just imagining like one of the kids in the village we said. I'm just like, Mr. Kieran told me that we're just all a bunch of numbers on a sheet. Oh, Mr. Kieran has a crazy imagination.
But yeah, no, sure. Well, your secret's safe with us.
It's fine.
You can take our
Well,
friend
yeah,
back.
let's do it. Yeah, I was just gonna like go wandering because like I find the holes, but if you have a guaranteed way, then let's do it.
He says, yeah, I can plane shift.
No, well, that's incredibly convenient.
Yeah. I guess see you in a bit, and see you later, ma'am. I hope you had a good time here.
He says, oh, well, like, I don't know where she lives. Like, I could just send you to a place there. I can't send her directly home. I could just get you into the dream realm.
Oh, so in that case, I mean, since we're back so fast, I guess we could. If you sent us in the dream world with her, can we come back? How does that work?
He says I need a data reset, but yes. I'd have to
And
come
what?
with you.
I mean, we have an extra day, so. You guys, how about it, guys? You want to just like help our unfortunate combatant to get back home?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be now or later. Like I was gonna do it after we got back, but
It was kind of.
I'll just call. Let me just call Fern really quick and see if pandemonium is being unleashed across the Aethervath as we speak.
Yeah.
we got signal in the dream plane, right?
So let's just see what's up.
I
That's
don't
what
think
like,
so.
I mean,
I think that's
Yeah,
the
no,
one
no,
case.
no, no. I think that it doesn't work in the dream realm.
Yeah, if they were in
Okay.
the dream world, if they were in the dream realm, we would be able to call them. However, Fern
No.
is not. No.
So let's call Fern.
You call up. Um, he picks up, and he says, "Look, I just got my phone out of the lost and found.
It's been days.
Oh, we got his phone
What?
back.
What can I do for you guys?
It's been days though. Oh my gosh.
It's been a day and a half.
It's
I
only been a day and a half.
couldn't blow my cover.
Oh no. Wait, who's the one who caused this mess to begin with by picking up the phone
Like
and
some
talking
granny.
with the fucking person? It wasn't me.
Yeah, it was like an old lady.
No, yeah, but who was the one who answered? Oh, I think it was George. Regardless, yes, we're sorry that this ended up happening and that you lost your phone.
He says,
for so long.
no, it happens. What can I do for you?
So, did you manage to find anything interesting at the concert, and or, did you find, is pandemonium breaking loose? Have they started to make any moves with the Inquisitor and all of them?
He says, while everything was going on, he says, after the event, the Inquisitor went back to the core, and we lost him nearby where the research facility is. We don't know if he went in or if that's just where we lost him.
The research facility?
Yeah,
like the
so
science
the
directorate?
science directorship, they've got their headquarters located there. He was last seen hanging around there. And we're pretty sure you guys got mailed something from him. He says it looks like the package is vaguely pipe bomb shaped, but it's wrapped so obviously that it's a pipe bomb. I have to assume it's not a pipe bomb or maybe it's one of those weird double logic things. Fern says.
No, like all I'm imagining now is like when we get home, we see the pipe bomb thing, we unwrap it. Rather it's in the shape of a pipe bomb, we unwrap it, it just becomes a puppy.
A puppy that's been
man.
wrapped up for like 2 days. That's not
And he's
good.
now dead.
No.
It was the package was dropped off, so we traced where it came from, and it was dropped off at a mail facility right next to the science directorship. So we think that he mailed it directly. Like it was like actually him that did it. I haven't touched it. That's your business. But I'll make sure no random passerby open it and then have it go off.
I can't wait to use Mage Hand from like 300 yards away to open this bag.
In Bubbles' backyard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, good to know.
That's an update. That's something for you guys when you get back. I won't say that there's nothing going on, but they seem to be moving very cautiously. He says pretty much every other person has been accounted for since then. Again, it's only really been like a day and a half since we last spoke. The only other person that we haven't seen since the performance is and he like you kind of hear him like shuffle through papers like he forgot the person's name. He says Squilliam. I think that's what you guys were calling him. We haven't seen him since the night of the performance, but we also don't usually see him walking around a lot anyway, so that might be nothing.
Blair's very concerned as to what they possibly have him doing. That's causing him to be so undercover right now.
The last bit of information that we got out of him was that he was spending most of his time remaking his spell book. That takes a long time for some of those high-level spells, so he may just be somewhere doing that.
Oh, true.
And it only makes me more mad that I didn't fucking kill him. I know you wanted to be, let's forgive him, but man's a psycho.
Oh no, I'm still owed my one conversation with him before we truly deem him as lost. I'm still not ready to completely give up to him yet.
I say he gets no conversation, but that's just me.
I'll let you talk.
Yeah.
I want to give him one last chance. I want to see how he'll respond. I'll give him one last conversation, see what's going on, and then we'll figure it out from there. But anyways, with that then, I guess we've got everything accounted for. I guess we can start heading. I guess we can just go into the dream dimension then. So thank you, Fern. This is all great information. We'll have to deal with the pipe bomb we got.
I'm more surprised Bubbles didn't get rid of it.
Do you think she checked her mail herself?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And
Charlotte
guys, so this is another point. When you hear about, why didn't Bubbles get rid of it? Fern says, Bubbles left the country.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Again.
He says, yeah, I thought you knew about it. She says that she was doing something you guys told her to do.
Oh yeah, we did tell her.
Oh no! Did she specify what that was?
He said no.
What do you mean? What we told her to do? What the fuck did we tell her to do?
Oh god, what were we trying to? What did we tell Con? Do you know?
Roll me a history check.
Oh no! Everyone roll history, please. Someone get it. Please. Everyone roll it.
This is gonna be bad for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Basil. That wasn't me.
Give me a moment.
I will guide you.
If I have to roll knowledge of the past myself one last time.
Connor, what's your int? What's your history?
My history is a +0.
I will guidance you.
And I got one more wheel and woe.
Oh
shit!
Nice.
Holy shit!
Lunu, the last conversation you guys had with Bubbles. You told her to go earn money by joining a fighting competition. And she said, yes, of course, and hung up.
Wait, where is she doing this? Oh no.
That was not discussed, because upon being told that, she immediately hung up. But Lunu, with a nat 20, there are certain places that are well known for fighting clubs and that kind of thing, of which one of the most popular, you've heard Bubbles, some stories and that kind of stuff, and you know Bubbles was in Connar, and you figure there's probably a good chance she's got some history with fighting clubs there, and that's probably the most likely place she would have gone.
Sorry, what was it? You cut out there when you said the name.
Crockman Sore.
All
Yeah.
fucking sir, yeah.
In terms of big sports arena fighting places, actually, funny enough, one of the big places for that is here. You guys participated in one, but another big one is in Crockmansor. And you guys know Bubbles has history there.
Okay. Yep, that's probably where she is. Connor, take notes for Dusk Railer.
Well, you guys aren't anywhere near there, and that you're still
Not
like
yet.
you're still like months ahead of time.
Yeah, give us like 10 sessions and then we'll see.
God.
Optional Bubbles boss fight. But yeah, anyway.
Making bubbles in Fabula Ultima is an interesting concept.
Mutant weapon master, but we could probably do something better.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's also that brawler one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then their little thief stuff works out pretty well. But anyway, that's not important for right now. So I feel like this is probably a good point to break. The one thing that you all will need to decide is, do you take a long rest before you go into the dream world or after? And so here's the thing is that the Kieran's teleport takes 24 hours to reset. So once you're in there for a minimum 24 hours, unless you find another way to get out. Hopefully the Kieran doesn't die. So you've got 24 hours to do stuff around. So theoretically, once you're in there, if you're able to figure out things pretty quickly, you'd be able to take a long rest in there as well without it having being an issue. But it depends on, you don't know what's going to be there right when you get in. So that'll be something to decide for next time. You can stew over the decision about whether or not to take a long rest before or after you go in. But you didn't use any resources since your short rest, so you're all pretty good. Super interested in going into the Fey realm. She's more of a jungle girl. Before you leave, also, you also wanted to talk to Charlemagne and Tito. We can do that at the beginning of next time as well, before you go in.
Oh yeah, about the cooling box, the mercury box, and then the skull and the crown.
Yeah, we started a little bit late, but believe it or not, actually, it was actually mostly my fault that we started late. I've been saying that I've been microdosing sleep.
Jesus.
And where I'm sleeping frequently for like 1 to 3 hours at a time, which is not good. So my brain's a little frazzled. So if I said anything that doesn't match up with canon this game, that's what I'm blaming it on.
Yeah, no. Also, remember to send me that stat block for the rapier when you.
Oh, yeah, I got it right here. It's you could just Google the Sword of Answering. And then it's the retorter version. It's got like an alignment thing. I don't use alignment, so you can ignore that. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that, we can do some plugs.
Plugs. Hey, I'm Boosh/Connar/your Lunu this evening. You can find me, Boosh, at Conjoin Artists. On Instagram and Blue Sky. Con the Artist on Twitter. You can join me here on YouTube. We stream on Wednesdays usually. We've been doing Conjoin Cast. We're probably gonna do a new Dusk Railer episode. tomorrow. I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Wednesday, after I get my car fixed. But that will be earlier in the day. You can be our friend. Join the YouTube. We're gonna be doing a lot of watch parties in the month of October because it's time for Connor's spooktacular movie marathon. This episode probably won't come out till that's already started. But in October, I'm trying to watch 31 horror movies before the month is over. So, it's a little bit, it's a lot, it's kind of a bunch here, you know, it's quite a bit of, kind of a lot, but I'll live.
A little bit.
We're starting. Aren't we starting Saturday?
We are starting Saturday.
Because we have
yeah, we start the first weekend of September.
No, the last weekend of September.
The last weekend of September, and then we try to get it done before the 31st. But toss it over to Austin.
Hey, you can find me on octo_os on Twitter. I exist. Doing some stuff inside of the meantime for fun. Anyway, Tasura.
Yeah, hi, I'm Tasura. You can find me browsing 3621, looking for the hottest conifers in my area. I exist. I'm a person. I'm probably real. I'm not weird. You're weird. Steven.
Oh yes, it was I, Blair Audina, your mage-handing Henderson for this evening. And yeah, you can find me at I'm Venty. You can find me at 1Venty79 on Twitter, Venty179 on Twitch and YouTube, and I just moved and I'm starting to set up my recording setup back up, so maybe streaming again soonish, nearish future. But besides that, yeah, that's basically it. So with that, we'll head it over to wait, is it just Tom? Is that all that's left? Yeah, Tom.
Hello, my name is Tom. My plug for today is on your lunch break, shaving your head, and then going back into work and having already planned out with every single one of your coworkers except for one that you were going to do this, and then convince that one coworker that you've always had a shaved head, and they're just insane to think that you had hair beforehand. And then whenever they ask any of their other coworkers about it, they agree that you've always had a shaved head, and you drive them slowly and steadily insane in a long and complicated ploy to rob the crown jewels from the Tower of London.
Wait, what? What?
All right, look, it's very simple. All right, you go to work and you shave your head halfway through the day, thus setting up a long chain of events that includes convincing one of your coworkers that they're insane, to then allow you to steal the crown jewels out of the Tower of London. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Sounds like the least simple thing I've ever heard in my life.
Like you
like
get a whole
concept of
team.
profit.
You know, it starts with you convincing that one coworker is insane.
And you have to please, I swear.
Look, you can fill in the rest of the steps, guys. It's not that hard.
Uh-huh.
If I spent the entire time here, this outro would be too long.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it should be fairly obvious how this all connects together.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night. Good night. I'm stopping the record.